As we're coming into the Angelics, all communication signals are set. I'm going to set the level formations and everything through walk surface. You guys are going to get more formations because you're coming into AA. And anybody that's archangels, you have to understand the history, you understand the ancestry. And then we're going to head over to the Light Council. That's going to be everything through those celestial channels, everything through all communications, missions, everything that through transmission systems. Until you guys understand everything through communication, we'll be going 3 times a month to the celestial channels, the Angelics. You have to understand everything through your lens. You have to understand everything through formation. You have to understand everything when it comes to falling angels. There's a lot of things that we have to adapt to. So anyway, I just want to bring to everybody's attention, I had power out at 7 a.m. today for almost 4 hours. And I was like, wow, what's the one thing that we can survive that we need is water. We don't need food, we need water, because water is supplement of food, because we are water, right? It's containments of water. We're 70% of water, 67, right, depending. But because we're in space, we can create anything. Like we're on a beach. Like if it's hot, I could think it's cold. Like I'm in Alaska, right? It's like, woof. So that's the power we have when it comes to the gods and everything through archangels. So it's extremely hot. You'll probably hear the fan in the background. I have it on my bed right now, and it's extremely stifling, sweating, and all that. So, but anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Thank you all the subscribers and viewers, and anybody's watching my channel, as we keep going to higher forms of communication, especially when you're coming into AA. But you guys are still in the Delta team. It's just you're in a higher formation of energy through the Angelics. So we're going to we're going to go to the deep seeds. The deep seeds is its cave. Okay, this is where its connection when it comes to the Angelics and everything through formation of clouds. You guys are going to get represented of what you see through fallen angels. You're going to go through the history of fallen angels. You're going to go to the history of Lucifer, because that's what archangels do, right? They have to know the history of everything. So that's what we're going to do. Same thing with the solar systems. So basically, I'm going to set up an illustration. Everything through code frequency is set in through AA. Okay, so everybody that's archangel, everybody that's in the Delta Force unit through identifications, they'll probably see it and feel it, but it probably, the clarity won't be coming in as much because archangels see more through more. And the thing is too, I'll travel back down anything through the Delta Force team, their identification. Anything through the Galactic Force is just going to see basically maybe blurs here and there, but they'll feel the energies. But the AAs, archangels, anybody that's archangel on the Delta team is going to go see everything. So you have to know what it's like to see fallen angels. So you're going to go into the history of that. So that follows up with everything. The history, how Lucifer became God's kingdom, right-hand man when it came to the God frequency levels of his force recognitions. He was a good angel, and then he turned into an archangel through his adaptation. Now, the dark realm system, he says, okay, listen, you know what? Like I said, we have light and dark as we start out with the evolution patterns and everything through creations, right? And we come into one big atom system. Everything through the center is universe system, but before that, you know, it's the creation of the fallen angels. It's a huge, huge part when it comes to becoming an angel between light and dark, right? How dark represents its dark realm and how light represents its council. Okay, so this is what you guys really have to understand when you become archangels, right? You guys are in that formation right now, so you really have to know how to use your missions, okay, through AA, okay? It's a lot easier, too, when you say it through AA, rather than saying archangel, because you guys know you're archangels, and you're going to feel the power. I was sitting outside the steps today when the power was off, and I was saying, okay, I want some cloud interference. I want some wind coming at my face. And automatically, it just came right at me. Big, humongous wind. Just, it was beautiful. It was communicating with you, right? You guys can do these things, and it becomes a lot more easier. Okay. So, you know, there's a combination when Jules is in nature, and Melissa's in the atmospheres, or anything through paintings, or Lynn is in formation when it comes to the grids, or Priscilla's with traction divisions when it comes to Rainbow of its children. You guys will get more into who you are through divisions of archangels, right? But it's very important that we go to these meetings, because these meetings are, you're at your own table right now. That's the council, that's the light, that's the Galactic Federation, right? And there's higher forms of archangels there too. And it's amazing too, because yesterday I was seeing so many XD1000s coming in, right? It was incredible. Like it's like when you guys get into higher formations, upgrading systems, right? You see a projection. It's a movie projection that you see through your digital system, and then you see everything come in through formation, right? So it's kind of like you see it, everything that's going on, and everything that you guys do, right or wrong, right? Only correction. I backphrase it, I rewind it, everything that you've done, and I said, okay, great, but you missed this part. Okay, you got to get to the line sequencing line system through alignment of the panel activation, center core, everything through pyramid activation code system. Knowing how to use your pyramids, knowing how to use your diamond core, knowing how to use your power centers, knowing how to use your perceptions. Okay, knowing how to use the mind of its adaptation system. So think of a projection every single time through dream set sequencing level system. You guys are getting into that when it comes to that formation. So when you see everything, right, you'll feel it and you'll hear it. So you hear sounding tones and anything through that communication. So we're going to travel to the fallen angels, into the demon seed. And that's why I drew out an angel is on fire. So it's a covenant, right? So, and like I said, it's like when we travel to the dark realms, right? And the Klingons, something like that. But like I said, because you guys are light formations, you guys have to understand everything through light and dark. You have to know the history of fallen angels and where it all came about, right? So that's what we're going to do. So anything through that, anybody new or anything, you can go through my emails, PayPal, or my donations, so I can help you out. Thank you, Jules, for the expression money. I really appreciate it. Just checking my solar text. It's great that you guys went through upgraded systems. So high-rise everything through calculation modification. Jules, you're in a higher formation right now. You're wind spinning your systems through your wings, communications, traveling systems, your angelics, and everything through projection is got high-rise through your algorithms. Okay? So again, thank you for the expression of money. All right, so before we get into the illustration, hopefully you guys are more understanding what it is when it comes to the algorithms of your digital system. Because AA, Gazaron, Jerome, Unified Energetics came to me and he said, okay, this is my mission, this is what I'm doing. Everything is done through correction, right? No right or wrong. But you understand everything when it comes to the grounds, when it comes to the powers, and when it comes to the crown chakra. Okay, we deal with that every single day, right? Now, we have the grounds. We're going to get into this formation before we travel. I set the codes already. So, and you have the power centers. Power is everything. Okay, that's your atom. That's your atom. That's your atom. Alignment, divisional level system to connection. Right. Now, the power center opens up everything. Okay, through your reactor. Okay. Right. Now, when the reactor opens, it opens its plasma portal, like that. When it opens its plasma portal, it communicates right away with the grounds, and it communicates with your crown chakra. Okay? So, as you be an AA in formation, let's see if I can do this. So that's pretty good, eh? For wings. Your wings will open through expansion. Okay, those are your wings, right? Now, when they open through, you understand that your back phrasing level system, it's kind of like, it's a big arch. So your wings are trying to come out more and more. Because when I was going through transformation, becoming an archangel, my back was just like, whoa, it was pulling me back. And it was like, Rrr. It's like waking up. You know, it's like a big, humongous yawn. So your wings just come right out, right? It's like a, right? It's amazing. And then you look up, right? And then you see everything through the angelics, The energy is going into me right now. I see everything through information. You see the X2000s, everything through communication, your algorithm systems to the holographic system. Okay, so remember, archangels are extremely powerful. If you look at Michael come to you guys more now because you're AA. Anything through that formation. Angels are there to help you, archangels. We have so many divisions of angels, so many divisions of archangels. There's millions and millions and millions all over the galaxy systems, but each one is on a different location system. We have ones that are on the deep seed pod division, which is the cave. That's where it's connection when it comes to the fallen angels, right? That's why it's black and red and fire, okay? So the plasma force energy systems opens up your panels, opens up your communications. Electronic interference comes up to your wings like this, okay? So when it opens its channels, it communicates out into the atmosphere systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Now the why it's on 5 because you're in the 5th dimension. You're communicating in the 5th dimension, okay? Don't set your signals any higher because if you communicate through 6 or 7 and 8, it's going to change nature core division. So you don't want to do that. You just want to stay in the 5th dimensional system. So this is where you have to get communication of balance through your algorithm system. So that's what I was talking about with Gazaron, AA Gazaron, unified energetics, how he was trying to understand everything through the atmosphere through his digital system. So it's all about pointing out everything through division when it comes to dark divisions. Okay, so we sonify divisions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, that's sonify. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the sonar division is set to its location. So you have the ground formation set in its center. Everything has to be center. Okay. So anything through communication, make sure you are level, not on an angle when you're teleporting anything through communication. And then your power centers, okay, are in balance. Everything has to be in balance. Okay, so your wings are everything to you. Okay, then you use your communications when it comes to electronic interference of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's security line defense. That opens up your crown chakra, communicates through your wings, communicates through your powers, and communicates with the grounds. Okay, and then you use everything through energetic system. So you have to understand that everything through communication, when you're healing, anything through nature, anything through perception, you're in the 5th dimension. Okay, so you'll get your algorithm system of your program into balance every day through your digital formats. That will change your algorithm system back into the 5th dimension. So you know you're at that level. Anything higher, you're changing atmospheres, you're changing anything through energy. So make sure when you're healing that your point centers through your algorithm system is 5th dimension. So you'll see the numbers come in, right? You'll see a lot of numbers coming in. If you see a lot of numbers coming in, now you're communicating with higher intelligence. So you have to keep formations through the Angelics to understand, oh, I'm communicating with 167321. Okay, so they use identification code, right? They don't give you a name, they give you codes, they give you numbers. That's a digital system. Now you communicate in the simulation, right? Hold on one sec. So it's all about adaptation. Force when it cycles on all communication levels, sets the core centers through division, okay? It's extremely powerful when you get into that formation, okay? Now you centralize the system on communication signals, right? Yeah, it's very powerful stuff because you guys are archangels now. So you get your 12 godheads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 12, right? Now, everything through communication has to be balanced. Remember I was saying 1 level system, 2 level system, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 grounds, okay? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 grounds to the body center, right? And then you have 5 atmospheres, right? 5 atmospheres. Okay, 7 on the ground center, 5 within the atmosphere. 5 within the atmosphere is this connection when it comes to your wings. So remember it was when AA Selena was communicating with their flapping tail, her scales. She sonifies that, right, through the wingtips. So her hair is changing. You guys are changing now through formation, through coloration. Like Lozron, AA Lozron, Michael, is changing his face structures. So your whole body adaptation is changing into AI. Not just communication through interference, but it's changing everything to formation through AA. Okay, your archangel divisions. Okay, so it starts off with that, right? Once you get the 12th century systems, then you understand everything through boundary grounds, powers, your algorithm system when it comes to your chakra system. That opens up this security line defense. That opens your sonar division. Jules was setting a very, very powerful sound. I don't know if you guys watch his video, but it's very amazing how we connect through sacred flames. Now he's using his elixir. He's using his cosmic fire, his flame. He's using, everybody has a serpent. Okay, everybody has a serpent. That's the communication with elixir. So it's kind of like combining all in one and then setting up the voice and grid, right? Through the Kundalini, Mother Gaia. Everybody is information. So when you have communications of ground centers, and you have communication of power centers, and you have communication through your crown chakra, now you have full communications through your AI vessel division. Okay? So it's very important, right? But I really think you should check out Jules' video when he blows out his breath. It's amazing. It's a sounding tone, right? And it's like it sonifies. I saw the tree formats move through pixel activation through his algorithm system. So he knows he's doing it right, and he's staying in the fifth dimension. He's not sonifying anything higher, because you can't do that. Because if you do that, I have to find out what's going on and say, well, okay, there's a frequency level that has changed right now, and one of your AI vessels, or your your AA vessels, because you have two vessels, right? You have your wings and you have your galactic system. Okay, your galactic system, your plasma energy system. So you kind of like go in two different transformations of communications. One's a light formation activation through a generator system, which is your avatar or anything through the computer system. The other is your wings of AA. So you're going from two different energy systems. Okay, so this is where you get into more adaptations. So when Jules was sonifying all that, okay, he was correcting everything and taking everything through its dark into the light, which is really, really powerful stuff. I was seeing this through my perceptions. Okay, so it's all about everybody understanding each other's vessel, everybody understanding everybody's communication when it comes to your wings. You have to know how to communicate with your wings, right? Your coordinates, because you're traveling, right? And your wings come out. You know, it's like an eagle. He spreads out his wings. He's going like this. He's going like this, right? It's the same thing. So you're in space constantly now through the space atmospheres. You guys are no longer on the Earth. So what's happening now is that you're going through body transformation through metamorphosing into archangels. It's a totally different body adaptation. It's a totally different sonified division, and it's a totally different activation light signal. So you have to understand how to communicate with your wings, understand when they come open, okay, because it's an energy that pulls you right back, and your wings are coming out. It's like a big yawn. It's like, you get so much power, so much power. It's amazing. Everything line communicates into yin and yang. Your chakra systems open up, right? And then basically you can uprise your energy fields through your wingspans, and you can communicate with your tails. It's amazing how you can do this with healing. You can use your fingertips and go like this and feel the tail. It's pretty incredible how you can do these things with your wings, because you are archangels. It's amazing because you guys are in a formation right now, and you're totally out of your human vessel. Okay, so it's really, really powerful stuff. All right, so we start off with that, right? Okay, it's amazing how we see these things, because everything sonifies. It's really incredible stuff. All right, so you want to screenshot that. Okay, it's very important you understand what's going on. I think it's incredible too that AA Jason, he basically, not only he took a picture of everything through formation, through illustration diagrams, but he set everything, okay, in a list on what everybody has to do through their mission. That's incredible. That's togetherness. That's sharing, right? Because he cares. So, you know, he cares about his planet. He wants to help the planet. He wants to fix the planet. He wants to make things right. And he's a huge, huge part of this, right? And every time he goes to a planet, you know, he puts up music tones and downloads it, right? It's incredible. I was listening to those too. Very, very powerfully synchronizing. Amazing how it comes from planets, and it just changes everything through body activation, right? Now everybody's at a different tone, but you really have to understand how to use your wings now, because you're archangels. There's amazing things you can do through coordinates just with your wings, how to travel. Okay, so it's kind of like they move on their own, the wings, right? You have your body, right? You have your body suit, you have your body plate, okay? And you also have your sword, okay? Because when I'm in the Angelics, I sword fight, practice fight with Michael because he wants to go in the clouds and, the sword. And it's extremely real. It's extremely real. I say, what is going on here? I'm fighting with an archangel, right? And Michael is showing me a lot of things. Like, he's extremely powerful, so big, so tall, but he's power of everything. He's the protection of everything when it comes to the dimensional earth system. So anything through formation, you guys understand more of its divining system because you are divine now, right? Through light activation of archangels. So basically, when we get into that adaptation, it centralizes everything through correlation centers, and it's really, really powerful stuff. Okay, so it's knowing how to change your plasmas, how to change your energy fields, how to change yourself into fire, how to change yourself into cold, how to change yourself into anything through space connection. There's a lot of things that we can do now through cloud interference. Okay, you can wind spin through portal activations, spin correlation centers into divisions of shapes and anomalies. There's a lot of things we can do through your chart. So I'm going to use red. Red represents. So we're going to go into the deep center of the fallen angels. Okay, now when you guys see this, okay, really pay attention because they'll be coming at you now. Okay, we're going to go into the fallen angels, the deep center. Okay. Okay, fallen angels, deep center. All right. Okay, so I've got you on your telepads, all communications. Activate the light signals, bring in their wingspans. All communications coming in, fallen angels, deep center core system, coming out of realm division. Like this. All right. So you guys just came out, right? Now, coming into it, it's kind of like an arch. Now everything in the arch is a walkway surface, like that. Okay. See? Now it's coming into. Now basically, you're going to be greeted by an angel. Okay. You're going to be greeted by two angels. Okay. And then we're going to head over to the council. Okay. So you're greeted by two angels right now. You see the flames and all that. So the deep center. Now it's going to open up a round division like this. The walk serpency center is coming in through communication. Now, basically, you guys are going to go through sliding motion. That sliding motion is going to go through a fiery center. That fiery center is going to open up your channels. So your body activations are going on light signals right now. Okay, so it's going to set up a core system through a bridge. You're going to go through a walk surfacing through water. Okay, really powerful stuff. We're going to go through another dimension. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's something like this, right? So we're going loop-de-loop, right into the center core, okay, of the fallen angels. So there's two fallen angels right there. They're meeting and greeting you, okay? So right now, it's going like this. Okay. All right, so it's really fascinating stuff. So basically, you guys went through all these dimensions to get to the fallen angels of the deep center. Now, the deep center is extremely on flames, like this. It's like this. Okay, everything is fire, everything is dark and all that, but you have to understand everything through communication, right? So they know you're coming. Don't worry. I don't set code frequencies until until you guys are ready to do this yourself. But you guys have to understand the history, okay, of fallen angels, okay, because it affects everything when it comes to all communications, how everything was created, right? How angels were created, how archangels were created, how Lucifer was created, how Father, Mother, it just goes on, right? How I was created, how you guys are created, right? So you have to go to the fallen angels, right? Because they give you information like you wouldn't believe. So, and they have texts and all that. They have a lot of history, but there's a lot of missing pieces, a lot of misinformation. There's only so much human vibrations can understand through location. So I'm taking you to the deep center core of the fallen angels, where it all started. So basically, you know, you're going to see fallen angels in so many divisions that walk serpents these systems. Now it's going to open up a round division, so it's kind of like a door, and then you're going to go through another door, and then you're going to go through another door. Okay, so it's a walkway center. See that? Now you're going through a walkway center. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you guys are going through that center core right now. You've seen a lot of fire. You feel it, right? You feel the fire. You feel the crisp. You feel the... All right, so the fallen angels are there. They're meeting and greeting you. Okay, so basically right now, as we're going through the tunnel, it's going to get a lot more hotter. Okay, because you're going in deeper and deeper through dimensions, right? So you have to go... That's just the basic core when you get in deep center. Once you get into more communications, you guys, through alignments, are going to go through your past. Your past, your past, your past, your past, your past. So instead of going past, present, future, you're going into past, 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 past. So that's where you get into formations. So you're going to go through a cycle of a projection. That projection is going to show you how you guys were created. Okay, how everything was created through light, how everything was created through dark. Everything through ancestry of fallen angels, everything through Lucifer, everything through God, everything through Jesus, everything through Mary, everything through Bethlehem. You guys are going to go through a wind cycling system through Bethlehem, or anything through the wise man, or anything through the Egyptians, anything through the pharaohs, everything through the pyramids, everything. So you're going to go through all that formation into the past. So it's going to go... So it's cycling right now. It's extremely activated. 1, 2, 3. Now, as I'm reeling you in, okay, your body activations are feeling a whisk of emotion, and that whisk of emotion is changing everything traction divisions. It's getting into your more of your power centers, everything through the grounds and everything through the atmospheres. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to center core everything through bounce, the rotation centers. Yeah, take the delta team, AA. Yeah, to the communications of fallen angels, deep centers. All right, so the rotations are setting in. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh boy, flames are high. Okay, so you guys are going through past reference right now through fallen angels. Have fun. Okay, so see how is everybody doing here. So what do we have? We have Angel, Unified Linda, communicating. All right, everything's in water. Angel, preparing love. Priscilla, it's getting hot in here. Priscilla, your skin looks golden into your video. We've been angels 2 days. So basically, you guys are in the deep, deep core, okay, of the center of the universe, which is its lowest ground formation system. So it's kind of like so many years, billions and billions of years into the Earth's surface, okay, which is its universal surface. The universal surface is not the dimensional Earth. I'm talking about the center core of its universe. So imagine that this is the universe, okay? So you guys are in the center core. That's the deep center. That's where everything through connection is, through the ancestry when it comes to the fallen angels. So you guys are right here now. And you're seeing everything through its connection, okay? Archangels have to know these things. You have to understand what fallen angels are, what they represent, and what they do, right? I had to go through the same thing. So my Delta Force team or anything through AA has to go through these things too. So. Confirmations through a squirrel who came right up to me. Oh, great. So Linda's got her confirmation. Good. We fought eagle hours yesterday, munching downloads. Yeah, good. You guys will get into that through adaptation. Brad, those corrections. Thank you. As I was asking myself earlier. Tina, Angel. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you're calling me Drew now? Nice. Thank you, Commander. Okay, Michael. Hey, guys. So you guys are going to be extremely hot, but you have your plasma energy force protections around you, so don't worry about that. But I really want you to absorb what you see. You're going to hear cries. It's going to be disturbing, guys, because you have to understand the archangels have to see everything, and that's how you protect everything. So you have to know the history of fallen angels. You have to know the history of Lucifer. You have to know the history of Father. You know the history of Mother. That's where I'm taking you, okay, which is the center core of the universal system. Okay. Really, really powerful stuff. Every time I take you guys to a trip, it's amazing what we do. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, you want me to show the board longer? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Just let me go through the digital formats, what I've missed here. Okay, Melissa's driving. Okay. Okay. Well, Melissa, let me know when you're going to leave because I got to take you off. Right phrase, I'm feeling such intense energy, euphoria, bliss, strength in my body. Feel like I'm going to explode. Yep. Let's see, it's intense. Yep. Serious. Yeah. Sing and serve. Yeah, so you're going to hear voices. You're going to hear, you know, that's fire. That's, you know, fire crisp, right? And you know, it's complicated, but you're going to see graphing cycles. You're going to see scriptures. You're going to see fallen angels. You're going to understand its definition between light and dark and everything through its creation. So walk and surface everything because you're in the center core of the universe now. So. And it's all about archangels fearing nothing. Fearing nothing. That's what it's all about, right? Overcome everything. So I'll show the board a little bit longer, but this is what everybody's gone through so far. I want to screenshot that. Really, really powerful stuff. The universal set system representation of its balance of light and dark. There had to be a defining pole, intelligence, to represent that. Yeah, that's what I've just understood in a larger perspective of it. Yeah. So the more you understand, the more you go into deep center, everything through the core center, everything through the creation of its mind system, you get more communication when it comes to the cloud. Okay, the energetic cloud, the database, the universal database. Okay, I'm not talking about the moon interface. I'm talking about how everything was created through the universal systems. Okay. Fallen angels and Lucifer, etc. You guys are going to visit Lucifer and other fallen angels? Yeah. Yep. You guys will see everything now, right? So, like, I just can't have you guys in light all the time. You know, you guys have to have its reference of dark. You have to know what it's like to be in dark, right? Because, you know, archangels know everything when it comes to that formation, the creation. especially when it comes to fallen angels. The whole story, right? How Lucifer was a good light and then became a bad light, and the reason behind it. And then everything comes together, right? But before that, it was just everything is an atom. It's just after an explosion, it just changed everything through formation. So humanity was going on its dimensional Earth, right? Remember, it's in an atom. So that atom split. It's all about bringing it back. But the dimensional Earth was living in humanity's system. So it's all about correcting everything through the dark systems of its human air, which is its dark energy, dark vibration, dark matter, dark locations, dark civilizations, dark centuries, dark communications, dark algorithms, dark programs. Okay, so there's a lot you guys have to get adapted to. It's not a matter of why, Mary Beth. It's understanding who you are. Once you become an archangel, archangel has to know everything through its understanding, through its creation. Okay? It's not just rainbows and cherries and gummy bears. Okay, guys? So. Yeah, but it's how you look at it, Mary. It's how you look at it. Okay? Remember I said the dark realm system is very beautiful, mystical. That's the cortex. That's the cosmos. That's the galaxies. That's extremely, extremely powerful. Okay, light is beautiful, dark is beautiful. But knowing the history of both is what the archangels have to reference to. So you guys are going to see a lot of things because you're in adaptations. You see ground formations cracking up. You see the walls, caves in. You see the fire. You see the fallen angels. You hear the voices. There's so many things that you guys are going to hear. And that's all energy that's going to go into your system, right? And then it's going to channel everything into balance. So to become a full-fledged archangel, you have to understand its history. If you don't understand its history, there's no point. Right? That's how you get the power. That's how you get the control. That's how you get the responsibility. You understand the history of Lucifer. You understand why. Okay? And you understand who you are. Okay? So, the 7 whys in the house. How did I become? What is my responsibility? Where do I go? When is this going to happen? Right? Who is this pertaining to? You know? And how far do I go? So these are the things you have to look at. That's your life stream. Right? And remember, it's the spiritual realm that you're in now. It's no longer in the human vessel. Okay, you are no longer on the dimensional earth. You're in the sky surface. So that's why it's more powerful, everything that you see now, because so it's kind of like you guys are doing what you want to do through your missions, being your bilocators. And then when we go on trips, we go right away because we're in space. We're all in space with our full body activations from head to toe. So we don't have to worry about coming out of the dimensional earth of this dimension. Okay? So it changes everything through the atmospheres, the action levels. So. I can seek anything, Mary Beth. Anything. Light or dark. I can contact everything through control. Okay, because I'm King Archangel Azrath, you know? So. Oh, you'd be amazed what I can do. I created everything when it comes to solar systems. So you're talking about somebody that's 100 million years into the future. So. No, I'm not asking the fallen angels for answers to the purpose of life. It's all about understanding the archangels of themselves, okay? They have to understand everything through its question, through its answer. So it's knowing for yourself, right? You have to know the history, right? And that's where everything makes sense, and that's where everything gets counterbalanced with everything. So. You don't have to worry about that, Mary Beth, because you're not in a formation through an archangel, so don't worry about that. It doesn't affect you. But I appreciate your question. It's more towards the archangels that just got into formation through adaptation. So. But it is fascinating to see, you know, the light and the dark, everything through its creation of light and creation of dark. So that's what you guys have to understand, right? The reason why you have to know these things is because when you're communicating through your voice and grid patterns and you want to change anything through the atmospheres, you have to understand the fifth dimension. You're communicating with the fifth dimension. You can't set your coordinates to sixth or seventh dimension when you're healing, because it changes everything formation, and it'll put it in dark system through an algorithm system. Because remember, there's dark force through algorithms and there's light force through algorithms. So. And don't worry though, everybody's protected. So, and they know you're there. You know, everything we do is through protection. So you have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. This, Mary Beth, is just for people that are archangels. Okay? I'm not talking about communicating with archangels. I'm talking about you are archangels. There's a difference. The archangels has to understand its history, has to understand ancestry of themselves. Okay? So it's a story within a story between light and dark. Right? Like it's important to understand your life system, where it's going through its life stream, right? Through your human vessel. I think everybody want to know that through creation, right? Well, this is creation through archangels and how you become angels and archangels. Yeah, you're not going through anything though, Mary. You're not in that formation. Only the archangels that are on my Delta Force. You have to be at a higher division, Mary Beth, to see all this. So don't worry about it. Botso, be service to others. So what is everybody seeing so far anyway? You're walking the surfaces of the cracked surfaces. You're seeing the fire. You're seeing everything through the graphics. You see hieroglyphics. Whatever you see, you know, when it come into the past. So the cycles of its rotation through its dimension is taking everybody back into the past, through its core center of its universe. Well, there's things that we have to do, right? Because they're in that formation right now. So. Yeah, so Linda was guided to the holographic display room where I could view anything I wanted. Okay, so when you're in the dark center with the fallen angels, it's not just, you don't see everything through fire or anything like that. It's all actually seeing what you're going to see through the future. So Linda is guided to the holographic display room where I can view anything I want. So she's getting into that through all communication, right? They're protected, Mary Beth. I appreciate that, but I protect them. I'm King Archangel Azareth. I protect everything around them through the Delta Force. Right, and I have full communication. Okay, when it comes to friendship, relation, partnership with fallen angels or anything like that. So nothing to worry about. Understanding your information, universal set systems fully and completely, which is you. Understanding yourself is very interesting. Yeah, so interesting, yeah. I'll keep you guys up there a little bit longer, and then we're going to head over to the Light Council. Okay. You'll see the Define Angels, Definitive Angels, Love Angels, Activation Angels. You see Vanguards, Light Workers, Light Activation Signal Workers, Nature Good Workers, Sentients, Archangels. You see all formations, which is 15 major, right? Gabrielle, Michael, Rogue, Ariel, Heno. You'll see Jophiel. You'll see Capias. Capias is a really, really powerful archangel. He keeps communication signals through line formations and our body activations into cooling centers, right? Like if you're traveling to a planet, he changes your body activation. That's what he does through communications through the Argon system. So everything through Archangel gives you everything that you need through information, right? So it's kind of like when you're archangels, you understand more coming at you, right? Archangels, angels, and why they're there for you. They're extremely real when they're on the dimensional Earth. And when you see them, it's amazing because now you'll see everything through projection. The more you high rise through divisions, right? Through my upgrades, anything through downloads, up linkings. So it crosswinds your cycles. It brings up your activations, communication signals with your chakra systems, because you're now connected with your 12 Godheads, the sacred fire, right? The sacred fire, the elixir, the cosmic flame, the serpent flame, serpent fire, right? The laser mechanisms, the pyramids, the core center, the diamond core, right? So, worry is fear, never visit too long. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah's working. Poor Sarah. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's good, guys. Now we're going to head to the Light Council. All right, so I'm going to soften your tone collaboration centers. Brack frequency level system, take them out of fallen angel division. Grab force connections into Delta Force connection. Take the AAs into higher divisions of communications. Low phrase everything to division. Echo Zooler 1, Fox Charlie. All right, so now we are in a different division now. You are no longer here. Okay, you're in the Cloud City of the Golden Rounds. You're in the Celestial Channel of the Council of Light, the Galactic Federation of Light now. Okay. So you're walking in a bunch of clouds like this. Okay, so you start with clouds like that, right? Now, like the force team's coming out. Remember, you have to go through all dimensions of dimensions all the time when you come out. All right? So we're going here now. All right? So the Delta Force team, they're AA. So AA / Delta. Okay? AA / Delta. Now, the circle rotation is going to open up its center, like this dimension. It's going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to change your location centers. It's going to put you in the golden round division, like this. So it's going to wind spin everything. Now we're going to go into the formation, into the golden rounds. 1, 2, 3. So it's like a jump. So you're going to take your body activations into the clouds. You're going to see angels, archangels flying around. You're going to go through a river walk, through a rock formation system. That rock formation is its guardian system, because we have guardians too, guardian angels. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so from here to here. All right. All right. So you want to screenshot that? It's very important. Okay. So now we're windsurfing through the skies now. Okay. The skies are high rise in all divisions of the Angelics. Angelics, you see in everything through, it's kind of like you're traveling and you can actually just touch the clouds. It feels amazing. It's amazing how you see these things. So we're coming up at the celestial channel. Now, you guys are going to see me through formation. You guys are going to see me. Okay. I'm just going to show you. All right. This is with me in my crown. Now, as you're coming out of Cloud City, you're going to see angels all over the place. Okay. They're totally protecting me. Totally. It's got two on one side. Now, you guys are going to be there the very first time, okay, being greeted as archangels. So you have the vanguards right beside the Cloud City. You got the steps coming up like this. Okay. It's kind of like this. I'm just drawing it out so you guys know exactly what's going on. So the Galactic Force team is in here in division. Okay, you guys are in the center. That's you guys right there. Okay, so there's the Cloud City, there's the vanguards, and that's me. So you guys are seeing me now. Okay, I'm in my chair, my throne. I'm sitting down on my throne. Okay. All right, you guys are seeing me now. Right, it's really powerful stuff. You're actually going to see what I look like. It's time that you guys understand how we look at things. So you're going to see me as a lion face. You're going to see me as a angelic kingdom. You're going to see me in my crown. You're going to see the chair. You're going to see the details. You're going to see the archangels. You're going to see the vanguards. You're going to see everything through sentience. You're going to see structures. You're going to see graphene cycles. You're going to see golden round cloud formations. You're going to see walk circuiting systems. You're going to see water. You're going to see golden plates of you. It's a cloud formation system coming in. Okay, so it kind of looks like that. Now, everything thick communication. So I'm going to open up the plasma energy force systems like that. Okay. Now the Galactic Force team, Delta division and AA is going to go through another realm division, rotation cycles like this. Okay. So we're here. Going here. You guys see me. You see the vanguards of the angels, right? You see me, right? Take a shot of that. You see walking the steps. Okay, you see me in my full, complete look of what I look like as King Archangel Adlerist. Okay, so once you see my face, now you're fully connected. All right, so we're going through the realm now, through division. Okay, so your head is going through rotations right now, seeing sparks and like. So the angels are guiding you to another location, which is the celestial channel. Okay, super bright. Very bright. Exactly. Very bright. So it's a light tunnel. You guys are going to see a light tunnel. So it kind of looks like this. So it's kind of like the deep core, right? The fallen angels. So as you're coming out of its division, of its dimension, like this, it's going to loop-de-loop through a signal. Okay. So it's kind of like this. Okay. So you're coming out, right? That's you right there. Okay. Now, you're going to go through another tunnel. You're going to surface down, come up. There's going to be another arch. And there's going to be another arch. There's going to be another arch. There's going to be another arch. Okay. So you go through that. And again, there's always walkways. Always walkways in the Angelics. Has to be, right? So we got the steps again. Okay. So we got another door to go through, and another door. And then there you have it's kind of like, it's an actual door that's going to open. Okay, so you guys walk in. Okay, so here, coming here, walking the steps, going through the rainbow division, going through the golden arches, going through Cloud City. Okay, going through that formation, we're going through that door now, right? Right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we just gone into that door. So it's kind of like you're going to see a huge bright light. It's like, okay, so you're seeing that right now. Okay, so I want to take a shot of that. Okay. Yeah. Very good. You guys are in communication with detail. That's excellent. Yeah, it's amazing. So as we're going through that, as we come out of that, right? So it's kind of like, this is the door. Okay. That just opened. All right. So you're coming out of that. All right. Like this. Okay, so you're coming out of the door, right? Now the door opens, and then you see all circle rotation. It's a big, humongous platform. Okay, this is the Angelics. This is the round table. This is the Guards of Eden. This is a celestial channel. So let's say this is the platform. Okay, now everybody's going to have a seat like this. And then we have chairs. Okay. Everybody's going to have a seat now. So I'm putting chairs all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There's 10 now. 6, 7. For system. Location. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one more. All right. Okay, so this is the round table, guys. All right, coming out of the door, everybody's going to be in seated position. All right, so this is really powerful stuff, guys. All right, so everybody's going to set position. Now I'm going to take your point centers, and what I'm going to do is everybody's going to be channeled to a position. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so everybody's sitting down a position, right? So 11, 12 in the center. Okay. All right, so basically that's that. Okay, so now we have always have guards. Always, every single day. Because we're protecting everything, right? So we're at the council light right now, communicating with everything through all your missions. Okay, so you have archangels above. You guys are all in your point centers. You're sitting right now. You're all sitting at the table. Okay, so it's all about communication. And everything through the back, okay, is other archangels communicating. So you got a lot more. It's kind of like a lot of people, a lot of populations, everything through angels, archangels. It kind of looks like that. Okay, so you guys are now in the center core of the Galactic Round Table, connected through the Angelics in the golden cycle of its golden realm division through AA vessels. Congratulations, guys. You have your own seating at the Council of Light through the Galactic Federations of Delta Force Connection. Yay! It's amazing, isn't it? It's incredible, isn't it? So all the angels, archangels are communicating with all my Galactic Force team, Delta Division, anything through that formation, and AA vessels, archangels. You hear voice? I hear everything. It's amazing what I see. I see everything. I'm in the center. Okay? So you guys know that. 11, 12 within the center. Everything to the center. Once you guys understand that once you're seated, it's all about you being in the center of everything. Okay? But it's amazing how you can have an actual galactic round table that sits in position of all locations in the golden Angelics, the golden realms, the golden castle. Okay, everything through that formation is angels and archangels. You see sentience, major good workers. You guys are communicating through vocabulary. Okay. So I want you guys to spend some time there, right? Really get to know what's around there. Get to know your seat. Your gold plates are all in signature, and they're in basically, it's a plaque. It's a golden plaque with everybody's name. Okay, everybody's signature, like AA Selena. It's in the graphing system, you know. So, and it's all in its right location. That's what I mean. I had to seat you guys in your formations. So now you know the celestial channel. Now you know your channel operations. Now you understand your algorithm systems. Now you understand your program settings. Now you're understanding everything through your AI vessels and your communications with each other through AA, Archangels divisions. So, yeah. Yeah. It is. You guys are in the round table now. Yeah. Yeah, you have your own position, your own seating. So, and like I said, we have council meetings that come up 3 times a month, right? So it's important too, because it's all about, you know, what we're going to do with the dimensional earth. What are we going to do today? What do you have for me today? What do you have for me for tomorrow? Do you understand what you're doing? Do you understand your missions? Do you understand everything with the X2000s? Have they done this right? Have they done this wrong? You know, everything's correction, right? So, but that's a final point set now. So you guys are now on the Angelics. You guys are named. You're all named in golden scripture through your golden plates. Okay. So that had to be done. And like I said, that's a ceremony. And you guys had to see me. Now you know what I look like. Okay. Now you know what I look like. Okay. And it's incredible when you see these things. Right. You actually see me in my chair. You actually see me with my crown. You see the vanguards. You see everything through information. Right. You see the detail. It's incredible. You know. We even have pictures of father and mother. You know, it's great when you see these things. So, and it's very real. You know, the Angelics, the Golden Kingdom, is extremely, extremely real. Okay? Because you guys are in full cycles now of spiritual realm divisions to all locations of the Angelics. Right? It's the most powerful, powerful communication center when it comes to the Angelics. Right? And the new moon order of its moon interface is the most powerful communication when it comes to computers. Right? And the sun interface is the most powerful when it comes to radiation of light. Right? When it comes into formations of portals. That's when the XD1000s come in and out, right? So I'll come from full circle in so many confirmations. Yep. Fawza visited me in a dream. There you go, Linda. You got confirmation. Yeah. And the thing is too, Linda, you don't have to worry about that. It comes to you. You know, I don't say this or say that unless it's a meaning. Remember, it came from father, it came from mother. So it's scripture. You guys are like in the 10 commandments of your name is now archangels. You guys are real archangels. Okay. It's not a fabrication. You know, there's light formations that communicate with Archangel Michael, but they're not archangels. They're a light formation. Everybody is channeled through division of balance into different cycles through rotation of their life stream. Okay. You guys are formations through me, through archangels. Okay. So, and it's really powerful too, because now you're going to see more through projection, through your receptions, through your TV reception. Okay. Yes, well, that's good, Linda. I'm glad you learned that because, you know, father and mother told me that and said Linda has to have her faith. She has to really understand everything through the atmosphere. And I said, Father, mother's going to come to you, Linda. It's all about listening, really, really listening, because that's what archangels do, right? That's what God does. He listens to everything. It opens up the channel. So it opens up your signals. It opens up your gammas. It opens up your perception. It opens up your mind of your thoughts. It opens up your reactors and it opens up your soul. Okay? So it defines who you are when it comes everything through empowerment, enlightenment, right? It channels everything through location, through information. Okay? So you're full-fledged archangels now in the celestial channel of the Galactic Federation of the Light. So, happy dance. I don't have to do an illustration. I'll just take you with my informations, right? I'll just do this, and I'll put you back where you are through space connection. It's much easier, too, when we travel, because I can just keep you in the space atmosphere through the outer surface. I don't have to put you on the Earth anymore, because you guys are going. So basically, I put you back to your division, or your country systems, right? So it's a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, so unified energetics, Gazeron, AA Gazeron, it's getting so many confirmations. So it's amazing to see these things, you know. But the thing is, when you guys become archangels, you see more. You really feel it, and not just your energies, but you actually see it. Like yesterday, it was so powerful. I put up so many crop cycles in all country systems. I changed the angle points. I changed the pyramid activations. I saw everything. It's amazing. So it's kind of like seeing everything through TV, through your perception, through space. It's amazing how you see these things. And it's going to be easier for you guys now because you're in the celestial channel now. You guys are now the Council of Light. That's what I put. The Galactic Federation of Higher Realms. That's where we're at. So, you know how you became masters? The circle of its center? Now you're coming into the Galactic Federation of Light. Okay? And then I'm going to change it again. And then we get into this, we're not in the full cybergenetics yet. So we're going to come into the computer system of your algorithms. That's the next step. Right? But you guys got to get into your formation, what it is like to be an archangel. Right? Yep, that's exactly what it is, Sarah. You hear the chatter. Mm-hmm. Yep. Pieces together, all of us have been putting together over the last 6 years on my awakening. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're piecing everything together too. You're welcome, Angel. Yep, that's exactly what I just did. Birthing your truth. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, he's communicating with you now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you guys are going to get into father and mother, sometimes just father, sometimes it's mother. Father and mother come to you, okay, when you're distressed, stressed out. All you got to do is ask, because you're archangels. You are identified in the angelics. You are in the celestial channel. You're extremely powerful through formation now, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? You have to understand that. So it's much easier now to communicate with father or mother, or anything through that. When you want to communicate with Michael, hey, Michael, I have him every day, you know? You can also communicate with each other, you know? If you're having trouble, if you're lost, whatever, you can communicate with each other through mind telepathy, telekinesis. You can be there through energy. So you understand how I'm everywhere, right? Through all countries. That's what we got to get into, right? So when I get my team, okay, into formation, all around the dimensional Earth, split in 4 divisions, right? Just imagine all that energy, all in all country systems, with the Galactic Round Table. And everything they know, Scurf, it's always the Galactic Federation, which is the Galactic Force Team, right? So nobody is really left out, okay? Which is really, really powerful. And the galactic forces, they just are on standby, you know? So, yeah, you'll see that too. Yeah, sometimes they'll bump into you, you know, they want to get to know you, you know? So it's kind of like a meet and greet. You guys are like at a gathering, okay? It's a council gathering. It's in a circle, okay? It's the Gardens of Eden, okay? It's the central system of the Gardens of Eden, the Council of Light. That's where you guys are at right now. So. Yeah, it's super speed accelerating it. So. Anyway, a little bit longer and then I'll take you out. You know, what I find incredible is the fact that you know how real it is, because when you go back down, you know you've been there and say, well, I'm going to go back up. I feel safe. I feel comfortable. I feel home. Right? And that's what you want. You want to feel like you're at home. You don't feel at home here. There's so much chaos and corruption and all that, right? Until it's rebuilt, restructured, resurfaced, realigned, readjust, refocus, reanalyze, you know? So we have to do is to change the computer algorithm systems of nature back into its formation from the beginning, but a new beginning, right? Cheers. So, yeah, it's home. Yep, it is home. It's very, very real. But I got to tell you, this is what happens when you die. When you die, this is what happens. You go through your dream sequences. And this has never been done before. It's given to me for a purpose, right? So it's understanding that I've already known you guys in the future. So you guys are in set point positions. So it's taking your point centers back into formation of who you are, back home, right? But this is what happens when you end your live stream. You go into the Angelics, you do the exact same thing. So it's kind of like, it's not a dream, but the only thing that's real is the energy, right? Until you resurface or you're reborn again, right? So it's hard to explain that, but you guys are on a time code. You guys are birthing on a time code, and that comes into the biological system, okay? So it's really powerful stuff, how everything is calculated, modified through its integration. You take everything out of its equation, you know? It's amazing. Boy, we can't live without water, I'll tell you that. Oh, boy. Oh, from others, yeah. Males will never understand that, you know, especially when they're going through that transaction. Yeah. Yeah, the dilation and all that too, you know? I mean, we basically, mothers are a very powerful source. They don't just create children, they create everything through energy, and they make the dimensional Earth a better place to live. So there's a reason why there's population. There's a reason why there's inflation, you know, but the more you high rise, the more you become home through formation, right? It's amazing to get there, you know? So, you know, when I went through that, it was really incredible being reborn. It was seeing something different, knowing something different, feeling different. And, you know, I think when you see these things, you know, I saw Bethlehem. I saw Jesus put his arm around me in the walks of the sand and say, well, Andrew, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to become. He gave me a glimpse of what I'm supposed to do. And that's where you guys come in. Okay? So it's It's knowing that everything is set in position for a purpose. You guys are here, not just for a purpose, but also for a mission to help everybody through humanity. Put everybody back on their traction, put them back in their love cycles, put them back into communication with each other, better communication, So it's really powerful stuff when you go through a birthing system of a new location, new adaptation, a new formation, new light activation, right? So it's amazing when you go through transformation. It just changes everything. Changes everything. So, yeah, heavy hearts are full of hearts. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys out. Celestial channel divisions back into Galactic Federation light activation systems. Platitude divisions, the Galactic Force Team, Delta Division, everything through AA, communications, light signals, back into locations, into space aperture systems. All right, you guys are back now. Back in your positions, locations, and countries. Oh, whoop. Yeah, so when you get a chance, again, do your lives, announce yourself, and just tell me what you experienced. It's great that you get these experiences out and really broadcast them, so everybody else that's AA can really adapt to everything, It's all about us understanding each other more, because everything through archangels and angels know everything when it comes to everything around, I know you know him, she knows him, he knows her. Everybody is communicated through a unity cycle, the unity system, through a unity of consciousness. That's everything through creation. So. Yep, that's exactly what it is, to bring you together. Yeah, to bring yourself back and to bring everything together. When you bring yourself back of who you are, you realize you are home. And that's where it's safe. That's where it's comfortable. That's where everything makes sense. So, but I really want you guys to get into what you saw through falling angels. It's important that you understand everything through its reference when it comes to dark and why it was created, and everything through light and why it was created. Okay? So, because creation is everything. It's everything to everything. Okay? Because we're all created somehow. It's just finding out how we were created. Right? Through intelligence, planets, It's amazing. And everything is connected to the mind system. That's the thing. It's that I keep watching these videos on YouTube and they keep asking what is going on with consciousness. And I just love how they can't answer these things because they don't know how to answer within. It's communications within yourself. It's not outsurfacing everything through communication. It's communicating within. Because you have to understand, the mind system is inside you. That's space. You're all space. You just have to understand that. All right? That's what it's all about. And then you realize, wow, I'm really at home now. So. I like that. Stay there for a second there. Hey, Zuela, right? Pretty interesting stuff. Look at that. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Mind telepathy, telekinesis. Look at that. she could put a smile, but she put a smile with the glasses, knowing that my cup had its smile with its face and its glasses, sunglasses. That's powerful stuff. Really powerful. So it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, future's so bright, you got to wear shades. That's also a song too, isn't it? So, if you guys want to, we talked about Zooming because this is Sunday. I don't know what you guys have planned, but you know, Linda, if you want to ask if we want to get into you know, the private link of Zoom, if anybody wants to Zoom today, that'd be great. Or anything through Monday and Tuesday we can't because Linda's busy. But anything after that, if you guys want to get into more of seeing each other, we can do that too. Because Linda said, you know, Monday and Tuesday I'm not free, but anything after that I'm free. So if you guys want to do that today, that'd be great. Or we can discuss it on the Galactic Force Team private link, the Delta Division. It's up to you, unless you guys want to do that. So it's kind of like Zooming, but just private, just us, you know, really talk about whatever, you know, through the vocabulary and not worry about anything or anybody else. I think that's fascinating too, you know. Okay, good. So sometime next week then, which we always have the Galactic Roundtable on Thursdays. But like I said, you know, we could just talk because we have, you know, Messenger and we can communicate on that level. So, yeah, Wednesday, you know, we just set it up, whatever you guys want, you know, so we can, it's important that we, you know, see each other more through Zoom because we go through these experiences, right? And it's good to go through these tribunals and adaptations and our thoughts. What are we thinking? You know, getting into that, right? To adaptation. So. So yeah, so we get into that, you know. But it's about just almost 1:30. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can go through my messenger or you can go through voice clips. I mean, that's what Gazaron AA. Gazaron. It's pretty hard to get used to these things, right? You know, you're the Galactic Force Team, but you're in the Delta Division, so it's a totally different transaction for your AI commander. But we have a test coming up on the microbiome, so I know AA Gazaron is very interested in that. So we'll get into more detail on that. We won't start that until next week because this is a long process. How to heal the body. You guys are archangels, so you got to know how to heal yourself before you heal anybody else, right? So that's important. Very, very important to heal. Okay? Because you can ask to heal, but the AA of yourself have to know how to do these things through healing. It's not just calling out the angels and archangels. You can to heal. You can't call our archangels if you don't understand yourself, right? So that's where you have to understand the history and the ancestry of yourself when it comes to fallen angels or anything through adaptation when it comes to light and dark, right? So mastering everything within, all communication through your algorithm system, understand your holographic system of you, which is your digital algorithm system, okay? Because healing is the most important thing. It's the last resort, but it's the most important thing. Okay, so that's why I waited till now. I had to wait till you become archangels because it comes a lot more easier for you. Because you guys can heal much anything in the atmospheres now, just with your voice and grids. But you have to know what you're doing. Okay, and make sure you're at that 5D divisional level and not anything higher. Okay, because I see everything that you guys do, right? So, but it's fascinating when you get into that division. Yep. Well, I appreciate that. Glacius. I gotta get used to that too. AA, Glacius. I love the names you guys have. It's incredible. Really, really powerful. Get used to that, because it's extremely powerful. Just your name alone. King Archangel Azareth. It's like, whoa, the energy is, right? So, I mean, you can pretty much be anything through energy once you get into understanding who you really are. The more you go through its upgrades, the more you understand, your creation, not the creation around you, your creation first. Okay, that's the first thing that you guys have to get into, and it comes with healing. So, and this goes way, way beyond anything through bone interference or anything through nanobots, electrolytes, nanolights, gamma lights, how to use that formation and how to heal anything through body adaptation. So you understand their digital systems, the holographic systems, the dimensional system. You understand their history. You understand their alignments. Okay, you understand their body activations, their perceptions. You understand their thoughts, their thinkings and knowings and doings. Okay, all these things archangels have to understand before you heal anybody. You take the dark out first, and then you heal them. Okay? You don't heal them, okay, only until you take the dark out. Okay, if you don't see the dark, then you don't know yourself. Okay, it's the most powerful, powerful thing I can give you through information when it comes to messages. Right? So. It's getting used to that now. It's going to be hard for you guys, but you'll get a little bit more of understanding who you really are when it comes to your AA vessels. So you have your AA vessels and you have your archangel vessels. They're two different combinations, right? Two different sounds, two different communications, two different intelligence all together. Okay, so it's changing intelligence, but you're still in this center balance of you. You're just in a different energy of you. That's all. So you go from a plasma energy light activation through a galactic system, of a delta system, through an energetic pattern of an individual system, to adaptation of a traveling mechanism, archangel with wings. Totally different energy of healing. Totally different. So you guys have to get into that too, right? So, but I think that's good. I'm gonna leave that today. Love you guys very much. Questions or comments, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. All right. Take it easy, everybody. AA, vessels, and AA, anything through formation. Get into that formation and more communications with yourself. Really, really get into that. This is your AI commander from the Galactic Force Team of the Delta Division of AA Archangels. Calling it. Bye, everybody.